to separate the men from the bars, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Best can't allow my intro. Word to blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
What up, it's your boy E with BoxingProfits, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Be sure to watch this whole video to get max value out of it. Like the video, share the video, become a sub too, so we can continue to bring value to the sport we all love, and that's boxing. You there? So let's get straight to it. We headed to the welterweight division where the King WBO champion, Terence Crawford, is supposedly taking on the former IBF champion, Special K, Ezekiel, Kell, Brook, sometime in November on free ESPN, and I wanted to talk about it real quick in this video, so check it out. Okay, so Terence Crawford, undefeated. I mean, this guy's arguably the pound-for-pound best fighter in the sport, and I truly do believe that Terence Crawford is the best. Now, I truly believe that 50, 60, 70 years down the line, we're going to be talking about Terence Crawford in this era. And I have a lot of respect for Terence Crawford, of course, but at the same time, you know, I mean, it's just some kind of insidious aura that's surrounding Bud Crawford right now, you know, and this energy is just not a good energy, you know what I mean? And I've always felt that this was going to take place in Terence Crawford's career at some point in time in the future when he decided to sign back with Top Rank, okay? And you know, I just think that Terence Crawford, he's just gotten comfortable, man. He's just comfortable in the position of being a champion, getting all these defenses, you know what I'm saying, moving up to 154, get another title, then get a whole bunch of defenses, and, you know, putting it off on these other fighters like they don't want to fight him and things of that nature and stuff like that. And it's just a confusing scenario. It's because, of course, we all understand that when you're dealing with promoters and when you're dealing with networks, and now that COVID-19 and soaked the streets, we all understand that it's hard to flick the switch on, you know, on a big fight when it's Terence Crawford, you know, sitting across from one of these champions that's in the welterweight division, is because, to be honest, not a lot of people really know who Terence Crawford is like they should. You know, the casuals love him to death, right? There's some, you know, decaps out there that know Terence Crawford, but they just don't really know how good he is. But the general public, the people that know the Deontay Wilder and, you know, the people that knows Tyson Fury and stuff like that, like they don't really know who Terence Crawford is, and that's something's wrong with that. And you know, it's a part of Terence Crawford's responsibility to make that, you know what I'm saying, to switch that aura about himself. And you know, I can't say that he's a recluse. I can't say that he's some kind of he's definitely not a paradise. He's one of the best top pound for pound fighters in the world, and it's getting harder and harder nowadays to argue that fact to people, is because, you know what I'm saying, we don't really have too many guys on Terence Crawford's resume that we can argue, you know? And I, for one, believe that Terence Crawford needs to just go ahead and, you know, he just needs to go ahead and just throw the cards in on the Pacquiao fights, because they never going to fight him. As much as I really wanted that fight to happen, as much as I really thought that there was a potential for that fight to happen, like at least 5 or 10%, man, there's a 0% chance that Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Terence Crawford. Was it worth the shot? Yes. But you got to count your losses quick and move on, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, Terence Crawford is going to be 35 years old, man, and he's going to be on his, you know, end of the road tour. And we want to see Terence Crawford fight the best there is in this division, the best there is in the next division. No excuses about it. If you got to sit across the table, if you got to be the B-side, if you got to, you know what I'm saying, humble yourself, if you got to reduce the volume of your ego to sit across from people and make things happen, make significant fights happen for the fight fan, then all of the people are going to know who Terence Crawford is. Then they'll be willing to pay top dollar for the next pay-per-view fight or a rematch for that, to make it a pay-per-view or whatever the case is, right? I mean, that's a fair assessment. looking at the whole landscape that's going on in the welterweight division right now, and in a super welterweight division at this time. And my whole thing is that right now at the time I don't dislike the Kell Brook fight, but at the same time I feel like the Keith Thurman fight would have been better. I just felt like he could have counter argued or offered Keith Thurman, to get him to settle down on something a little bit, lesser. But the way Bo Mack has been talking and the way Terence Crawford is responding to these circumstances, man, it just seems like they just have no interest in even counter offering. They just looked at that offer from Keith Thurman of $10 million, laughed and turned the other way and went back and trying to do something with Manny Pacquiao. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. You know good goddamn well that you're not about to fight Errol Spence because he's locked in with Danny Swift Garcia. So the only person that we can safely assume to think that Terence Crawford has been spending all this time at the table trying to get a fight for, based upon the information that we got from Bo Mack, is Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. That's the only fight. That's the only one. So, with that being said, man, I say, okay, well, I would say a week or two, a week or two into this thing to set up a fight for November. You gotta get the all moving into the motor now. Things gotta start driving in the right direction if you're trying to get something set up for November. Is because once things start getting into September and October, that's you talking next year. And then it'll be a whole year. Terence Crawford to be on the shelf after coming off of a fight with the Mean Machine, where many fans felt that he got dropped in that fight. Even though Terence Crawford did destroy this guy, but I mean, who's the Mean Machine, man? This guy got a fight coming up. Don't even know. Nobody in the world is talking about this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like 1% of the boxing community is talking about the Mean Machine. So you can only imagine what the general public feels about that. That's what I'm saying. That's the aura that's following along with Terence Crawford in these circumstances. You see, and it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way at all. The Kell Brook fight, I'm telling you now, he's going to go in that ring and he's going to retire Kell Brook on national TV in front of the whole entire world. That, hopefully, I will hope that Terence Crawford is going to get at least 1 million eyeballs on him to just decimate Kell Brook. Top Rank needs to set that card up to the best of their abilities. They need to get Edwin Rodriguez on there, probably Edgar Berlinga. They need to dress that card up real nice. Oscar Valdez. They need to do something with that card. They need to make it very special, man. They need to make that a special event. I would wish, and this would be one of my main wishes and main goals, is that, what I'm saying, Top Rank can put both Lomachenko and Terence Crawford on the same card, right? Like put them on the same fight card, right? Well, I mean, that'd just be too much like, right, man. You know what I'm saying? Egos and stuff like that. Do you understand how explosive that would be? Do you understand how many people would actually pay top dollar pay-per-view to see something like that? I know that I'll pay for it just because of the energy behind it. But of course, these guys' egos, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We got to deal with it. Terence Crawford is supposed to be fighting Special K Kell Brook. He's gonna wind up retiring Kell Brook. I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna get nasty, man. That's gonna be a nasty, brutal, disgusting fight. And then where's Terence Crawford gonna be after that? Then what? Then after he obliterates Kell Brook's first, second, third, and fourth eye, he's gonna punch his 4 eyes off. Okay. And what's gonna happen after that? Then what? Then we gonna go back to the stupid, crazy Manny Pacquiao thing again? Oh, what's the deal after that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So Spence said he got 2 more fights. He's gonna try to make the fight with Crawford happen in 2021. Then that's another thing. That this thing just don't make sense. I hope y'all keeping up with me. But the interview that Errol Spence had with Brian Custer, Errol the True Spence Jr. said that the Crawford fight is going to happen in 2021. So what the hell is Terence Crawford doing, right? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, right? If he knocks off Errol Spence next year, then I mean he's the head honcho of the division. Then Manny Pacquiao would love to come and sit down at the table with him and get a shot at undisputed at welterweight. being his legendary career, that would entice the Manny Pacquiao to come in. I mean, am I making sense here? Or am I just spitting out a lot of hot air? It's because the stuff that's going on with Terence Bud Crawford, it's just not adding up, man. You know what I'm saying? And, he's going to decimate, he's going to destroy Kell, Brook, and then what, Bud? And then what? We can safely assume that you're going to get past Kell, Brook. You won't even have to train right now for Kell, Brook. And we can safely assume that you're just going to wipe him out of the ring with no issues whatsoever. You might try to add some drama to get some people oohing and eyeing at home, but that's the bottom line. You're gonna wind up stopping this dude. You know what I'm saying? Switch hitting this dude. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have both of his eyes looking like, microwave smooth sausage. You know what I'm saying? Overcooked hot dogs. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below, because I could go on and on and on and on and on. No, I'm not touching on that Gary Russell nonsense because it just don't make sense. And at the same time, Terence Bud Crawford just put out a tweet. He says, "I'm not even gonna lie, I have a lot of hate in my heart." Like what? Like who you having hate for, Bud? Who you having hate for? You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm gonna address that in another video. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Y'all make sure y'all share this video. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits. If you're not subscribed, join the Profit team. Come on aboard. We having a whole bunch of fun over here. I love my supporters. I love you guys to death. Make sure y'all guys leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel about Terence Bud Crawford in these circumstances. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits, signing out until the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Woo! Out.